Welcome to Wealth with Yasma, where we turn financial struggles into success. Our purpose? To equip you with the knowledge to take control of your financial future. Today, we're exploring a fascinating concept that's been gaining traction in the world of personal finance: FIRE, which stands for Financial Independence, Retire Early. We'll break down what it means, how it works, and how you can use it to potentially retire decades earlier than traditional retirement age. Stay tuned as we delve into the world of financial independence and early retirement. Have you ever dreamt of retiring early? Today, we introduce you to the concept of FIRE. FIRE, an acronym standing for Financial Independence Retire Early, is a movement that's been catching steam in recent years. It's a lifestyle choice that revolves around the idea of gaining enough financial security to retire ahead of the traditional age. But what does it entail, really? At its core, FIRE is a two-part concept. The first component, financial independence, is about accumulating enough wealth to live without having to work for money. It's about being able to cover your living expenses with your savings and investments, not needing to rely on a monthly paycheck. It's about having your money work for you instead of the other way around. The second component, retiring early, is all about the freedom to step away from the conventional 9-to-5 grind earlier than usual. It's not about sitting idle, but rather about having the opportunity to pursue passions, hobbies, or even other income-generating activities that may not provide a stable income but bring immense personal satisfaction. However, it's important to understand that FIRE isn't a one-size-fits-all approach. It's a spectrum with varying degrees of financial independence and early retirement. On one end, you have lean FIRE, which involves living frugally to achieve retirement quicker. On the other end, there's fat FIRE, where one aims to first build a substantial nest egg to maintain a more luxurious lifestyle in retirement. The journey to FIRE often involves a high savings rate, frugal living, and smart investing. It's about making conscious decisions to prioritize long-term financial security over immediate gratification. It's about making sacrifices today for a future where you have the freedom to live life on your own terms. But remember, FIRE is not about running away from work or the responsibilities of life. It's about gaining control over your time and deciding what you want to do with it. It's about living life on your own terms, without being chained to a desk or bound by financial constraints. FIRE isn't about escaping work, it's about gaining the freedom to choose what you do with your time. Financial independence may sound daunting, but it's a goal within reach. Imagine a life where you're not tied down by the necessity of a 9-to-5 job, a life where you're free to pursue your passions, travel the world, or simply relax without the constant worry of bills, loans, and expenses. This is the essence of financial independence. But what does it really mean to be financially independent? At its core, financial independence is about having enough income to cover your living expenses without having to actively work. This income can come from a variety of sources such as investments, rental properties, or a business that you own. It's about having your money work for you instead of the other way around. The key to achieving financial independence is the concept of passive income. Passive income is money that you earn without having to actively work for it. This could be dividends from stocks, interest from bonds, rental income from real estate, or royalties from a book you've written. The goal is to build up enough passive income to cover your living expenses. Once you've achieved this, you've essentially bought your freedom from the traditional workforce. But don't get the wrong idea. Financial independence doesn't mean you'll be lounging on a beach sipping cocktails all day, although you certainly could if you wanted to. It simply means that work becomes a choice. You can choose to work on projects that you're passionate about without the pressure of needing the income to survive. You have the freedom to decide how you want to spend your time, which is the ultimate luxury. It's also important to note that financial independence is not an all-or-nothing concept. It's a spectrum. You may not be able to completely cover your living expenses with passive income, but every little bit helps. Even partially covering your expenses can give you more freedom and flexibility in your life. Achieving financial independence requires discipline, patience, and a well-thought-out financial plan. But the rewards are worth it. Imagine the peace of mind that comes with knowing you're financially secure, the freedom to live life on your own terms, the opportunity to pursue your passions and make a difference in the world. Remember, financial independence doesn't mean you stop working. It means work becomes a choice. Retiring early isn't just for the wealthy, it's about living smart and planning wisely. So, how does one navigate this path to early retirement? Let's explore. Firstly, consider saving aggressively. This doesn't necessarily mean living off ramen noodles or foregoing all your favorite pastimes. It's about being intentional with your money. Consider setting aside a significant portion of your income, perhaps as much as half. This might sound drastic, but remember, the goal here is financial independence and early retirement. Next, let's talk about investing wisely. Saving alone won't get you to your goal. You need your money to work for you, and that's where investing comes in. Start by understanding your risk tolerance. If you're young and have time on your side, perhaps you could consider more aggressive investments. On the other hand, if you're closer to your intended retirement age, a more conservative approach might be suitable. Regardless of your age, diversification is key. Spreading your investments across different asset classes can help mitigate risk. Many of you might be wondering, but where do I start? Well, consider low-cost index funds or exchange-traded funds. They're a great way for beginners to get started in the investing world. They offer broad market exposure and have historically provided steady returns over the long term. Now let's move on to minimizing expenses. This is a crucial aspect of the path to early retirement. It's not just about how much money you make, but also about how much money you keep. Consider downsizing your home or car, cooking meals at home, or finding cheaper alternatives for your regular expenses. Remember, every dollar saved is a dollar that can be invested towards your early retirement. Lastly, remember to review your financial plan regularly. Life is unpredictable, and your financial strategy should be flexible enough to adapt to changes. Early retirement is achievable. It requires commitment, discipline, and a clear financial strategy. So, are you ready to embark on this journey towards financial independence and early retirement? The power to shape your financial future is in your hands. The FIRE movement isn't just about financial freedom, it's about living a fulfilling life on your own terms. So, what does this really mean? Well, let's delve a bit deeper. First and foremost, FIRE gives you the freedom to choose. It's about having the financial capacity to decide what you do with your time, without the constraints of a 9-to-5 job. This could mean more time for hobbies, travel, or simply spending quality time with loved ones. The possibilities are as vast as your imagination. But let's not romanticize it too much. Achieving FIRE is not a walk in the park. It requires discipline, commitment, and quite a bit of sacrifice. It might mean cutting back on luxuries, living below your means, and investing a significant portion of your income. It's not always easy, but the rewards can be immense. Now, you might be thinking, what about the uncertainties? What if the stock market crashes? Or I face an unexpected financial crisis? These are valid concerns. The journey to FIRE is not without risks. That's why it's crucial to have a well-thought-out financial plan, a diversified investment portfolio, and an emergency fund for those rainy days. But let's not forget, FIRE is also about resilience. It's about having the courage to take control of your finances and the determination to stick to your plan, come what may. It's about learning to navigate the bumps on the road and turning setbacks into comebacks. And remember, FIRE isn't a one-size-fits-all solution. It's a journey tailored to your personal goals and lifestyle. Maybe you want to retire by 40, or perhaps you prefer a semi-retirement where you work part-time on something you love. The beauty of FIRE is that it gives you the freedom to define your own version of financial independence and early retirement. So, as we wrap up this scene, here's a thought to ponder. FIRE is not just about accumulating wealth, it's about using that wealth to create a life that brings you joy, fulfillment, and peace of mind. FIRE is a journey, not a destination. It's about creating a life you don't need a vacation from. We've covered a lot today, but let's summarize the key points. The concept of FIRE, or financial independence, retire early, is a lifestyle movement with the goal of gaining financial freedom as soon as possible. This is done by saving aggressively and investing wisely, often with the aim of retiring in your 40s or even 30s. The path to financial independence may seem daunting, but it's about taking control of your finances, reducing unnecessary expenses, and increasing your income streams. It's about making your money work for you, so you're not tied to a 9-to-5 job for the rest of your life. Early retirement doesn't mean stopping work completely. It means having the freedom to pursue what truly matters to you. It could be traveling, volunteering, or even starting your own business. The goal is to have the financial security to make these choices. The impact of FIRE can be life-changing. It's not just about the money. It's about having the freedom to live life on your own terms. It's about escaping the rat race and having the time to truly enjoy life. Remember, the journey to FIRE starts with a single step. Whether you're just starting out or you're already on your way, every step you take brings you closer to your goal of financial independence. Thank you for joining us on Wealth with Yasma. Here's to your financial success and independence. Before we wrap up, I'd like to remind you to hit that like button if you found this video helpful. It helps us to reach more people and share this valuable information. And if you haven't already, do subscribe to our channel, Wealth with Yasma. We have plenty more financial tips and strategies coming your way. But we're not just about videos. We're about building a community of people dedicated to financial independence. So, drop a comment below. Share your thoughts, your own tips, or even your success stories. We learn so much from each other, and your insights could help someone else on their journey to FIRE. Remember, financial independence isn't a destination, it's a journey, and we're all in this together. So jump in, join the conversation, and let's support each other in achieving our financial goals. Thanks for watching Wealth with Yasma. Here's to your financial success and independence.